Welcome to the Raw Room, truth on the mic. Healing the soul, we rise and ignite. Mind, body, spirit aligned in the flame. Raw Room Tribe, we roar in our name. The Raw Room. Our tribe, our truth. The lights dim, the air shifts, and every heartbeat in this room starts to sink like a drum, calling its people home. We are the ones who rise when the world gets loud. We are the ones who speak when silence tries to swallow us whole. We are the ones who walk in with fire in our chests and purpose in our bones. This is our tribe, the ones who refuse to shrink, the ones who choose courage over comfort, the ones who know that truth isn't whispered, it's roared. So step in, stand tall, let the world hear what it tried to quiet. Because in this space, in the raw room, we don't hide who we are. We don't dim our light, we don't apologize for our power. We speak, we rise, we roar. Our tribe, our truth.
And welcome to the War Room. There we go.
Welcome.
June 15th, 2026. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Getting plenty of rain here in Texas.
Yeah, lots of rain.
You get any rain up there, Miss Nadine?
No, it just seems like September.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just going into fall. It's 60 right now. It's
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really strange.
I think if we had flying cars, we could fly that from down south up north. And
I know, right?
That's going to be something else. Riding out. That's going to be a
right?
lot of fun.
We were watching a guy. What was it? What was he on? He was flying in the air. It looked like a bicycle or something. It would look pretty cool.
oh, yeah.
Remember the one?
Yeah, now I got to show it.
Him and his wife. I
Yeah.
think. It was
Uh,
awesome.
Sounds like Dorothy, the Wizard of Oz.
Right? It was kind of. I don't know what it was. It's hard to describe. You'll have to see it.
Yeah,
But
I have to show
it was pretty cool. And I was like, man, that would be so fun. So, I mean, people make them all the time. In other countries, they make them. There it is. Yeah, it's like they're sitting on it. It wasn't like a bike, but it's like a diving board or something.
This is what she's talking about. Anybody can see this one on this.
My phone says the live stream is working.
All right, we're going live. Can you imagine going live?
Now, I couldn't imagine it without something around you.
Would you sit in the front?
Yeah, I would.
It depends
Yeah,
on how high up we went, I guess.
with skydiving. I jumped
You're
out
going
of
to
the
go for
airplane.
about 400 or 500 feet.
I guess I got to see it done. Hang on.
The skydiving was scary though. That was pretty scary.
There you go. What do you think?
What is that? Like a paraglider? I don't know what it is. It looked pretty fun though.
It
They don't
looks like
go.
an ironing board.
Yeah,
It looks like a wheelbarrow turned into
they don't
the
go
wings.
real high, but they go high enough.
Yeah, see, that's got it. That's cold right there. From being on motorcycles, I
Uh-huh.
have to have something over my head because I can't breathe with that wind coming. Or it
Thought
could
it was.
just be all in my head. I don't know. But
This thing, you got a backseat driver.
but
Well,
that's cold. Even if you, it would have to be like in the 90s for it to not be cold. It is cold
Oh,
when you're
it
you-
is. I
yeah,
went. Like I just said, I went skydiving. You
yeah,
go up there, and when you jump, I mean, it gets colder. The higher up you get, it's cold.
yeah.
And but when I
You
jumped out,
shut
there
your
was like
camera
little
off, right?
patches on the ground, and
Okay,
it
just
it
check
was
it.
it was scary. I thought I was gonna
Hello,
just
everybody
glide
on the
out.
live stream. We're heading out to watch a rocket launch.
And you turned your mic on, right?
I thought I was just gonna glide out, and no, it you get sucked down like a vacuum.
You were screwed over that entire day.
I scream and I passed out. But I mean, I had somebody on my back. We did
Yeah.
a tandem, and he was a military guy that like did 2000 or 2000 something jumps. Anyways, he woke me up and made me come to, it made me pull my chute.
so I guess we're fixing to watch a rocket launch from the wheelbarrow airplane.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
So
it would have to be safer than just because
you got a seatbelt?
you get a bird comes by and just slaps you in the head.
No, Bud will be like, I'll get him.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever seen a rocket launch from this point of view? Anybody?
No.
I haven't either. Surely they would tell them, hey man, you can't fly around there.
It looked pretty fun. I think I would do it.
I don't know if they get to see a launch here.
How is all that stuff on the side of him just staying there? Like there's
It's probably mounted on there. It looks like a fire extinguisher.
oh, I thought it was his drink.
It looks like a fire extinguisher.
Okay.
case.
All right. Now you brought
It's
my
yeah,
eyes
it's
In case
probably,
he crashes and
yeah,
way you
it's
can
probably
put,
mounted right there on that box there.
that's in case you crash and catch yourself on fire, so you can get up, grab the thing off the
Right.
thing, and put
Or
yourself out.
the engine catches on fire. It's
Yeah.
probably right behind him or under his seat. I don't know where it is. But isn't that an odd looking
He
whatever
just
it is?
island hops with this. He goes from one, no matter what state it is.
I wouldn't have thought that. I wouldn't have. That looks like an ironing board with a wheel.
It does, but it's
So I
pretty
wouldn't have
cool.
thought about making something like that.
I don't know if he made it. Did he make it, or did he buy that?
You don't like that?
That's pretty. Whatever it's called, I don't even know what it's called, but it's pretty cool.
It's supposed to be. Yeah, I don't. I guess they're going to go shoot the launch, but they're not shooting it. Yeah, I don't know. Cloudy right there, anyways. All right, let's go ahead and get the show started here. Oh, we're already live.
Yeah.
No, I'm playing.
Stop it.
go off on a good note. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are
The War Room. Welcome to the War Room, guys.
live. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, there you go. All right, so that's over. So everybody's been doing.
Did anybody watch that?
You'd have to have Paramount. You had Larry Ellison.
Oh,
We were watching it, and then they took it down. YouTube took it down.
That's because the guy that was sharing it started sharing the Paramount
Yeah,
broadcast,
so they
which
cut
is a
them.
big no-no.
yeah, I saw that during in the beginning of Roku when you're going to select which box you want to watch. Then right there it said only on Paramount or and I was like, oh wow, that's gonna stop a lot of people from seeing it. Because not everybody's gonna be into that, like going to pay to do something like that. But I don't know. Did you guys notice how many people watched it?
No, I didn't look.
I can
I wouldn't know where you'd have to get the ratings for Paramount.
All this garbage, bro.
There's all the trash everybody leaves behind. Look at that shit. Act like their mama didn't raise them right. But this is just about every event you go to. There's always this kind of trash left behind in the parking lot. Seen it at some of the rallies. The one I went to in Ohio, after they opened the line to get everybody into the rally, they left all their trash out.
Oh yeah,
Just
remember
like
when
this.
we went to the rally, Trump's rally in
Charlie
Ohio?
Kirk's.
There was trash everywhere. I couldn't even believe it.
Because they sit out there for hours waiting for that gate to open, and they don't have a trash can right there, I guess. So
There was trash cans where we went, and people just threw it all on the ground. I've never seen nothing like
I
it.
seen it at the Charlie Kirk event in the parking lot. People that were camping out there in the parking lot to make sure they got into the event, they left a lot of trash like this behind as well.
They don't have any numbers for how many people watched last night. They don't have it yet.
They don't.
No, it's just no specific viewership numbers have been released yet for UFC event held last night.
Yeah, it was kind of strange. The UFC guys, they kept when they got up there to say something, they quoted a scripture like John 10:10, and I forgot the other one. So that was odd, but
Yeah, no, that's terrible. People do that with garbage.
yeah.
Well, that's kind of
And one of the guys got
everyone.
arrested. Well, not arrested, detained, which is the same thing. So detained is still.
Well, he got detained, but if you noticed, he kept his cell phone.
They don't let
Yeah.
you take anything.
So that really, and he's kind of laughing.
Well, they said he criticized Israel.
Oh yeah, he's definitely an anti-Semitic.
So and then they said he
He
wasn't.
can't
invited.
criticize Israel.
I forget his name. I have to find it.
Who, this guy's name?
Yeah, I have that.
That's Sean Strickland.
Church doesn't want to reclaim it because the church is afraid, and Islam is stepping
What the hell was that over there to the right going on? Turn this shit.
in with confidence.
What the hell is that? Ah, here it is.
Yo, I cannot believe that, bro.
That's the only guy I know that's laughing as he's getting loaded into the back of a paddy wagon.
No. It may be all fake.
Pretty sure I am.
Yeah, that's how you know it's bullshit, because he's got his cell phone and he's doing a video.
Right.
in the back of a cop
They
car.
don't let you do that. No.
He kept all of his belongings.
No, they're not going to let you do a video while you're.
What if he had a gun in his pocket and he shot the driver on the way down the road?
Right.
can't. You have to clear it. You got to make sure you ain't got no weapons on him before you get in the
Yeah.
car. They just let him in there with a cell phone so he could do what is this, a short real quick?
I guess.
Word.
He wanted to do a short for TikTok.
Yep, that's it.
Hey, TikTok, I just got arrested and I still have my phone.
Yo, I cannot believe that, bro.
How the fuck y'all gonna lock up the middleweight kid?
Pretty sure I didn't break them all. I'm pretty sure. But I might be going to jail.
Yeah, that's a little weird. So yeah, that was fun, right? You didn't see none of the fights, Nadine?
No.
Here, let me show you this one. It's a good one right here. Hey, look, you want a girlfriend like this girl right here. That when you're in a headlock or got somebody in a headlock, she's waylaying them from behind. It's the kind of girl you want to get right here.
Yo, watch out, cops, you're going to jail, bro. You fucked up.
Hey, he just attacked me.
This is what happens when you have mixed martial arts and stuff like that, and fighting, and a bunch of dudes with beer and
Yeah.
shit like that. And all of a sudden, everybody's an MMA fighter.
Right.
What do they call that? Liquid courage.
Yeah.
Now they both got to get on the ground.
I got you, bro. I got you. I saw it.
That's the reason why the cops are so chubby nowadays. They're either chubby or burly, like because people are heavier nowadays. So you can't get some scrawny ass cop going after people like that.
No.
They'd just be flipped all over the place. I never really noticed that side of it before. Because they're either like look like steroid guys or they're heavy. And I thought they were supposed to be able to run.
No, they got guns. Dummy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's why you got 5,000 Americans dead. You know that we lost more Americans last year due to being killed by law enforcement than we have in actual wars overseas. And they tell us the war is overseas.
Isn't that crazy?
28 Americans lost their lives in the military last year. Over 2,000 lost their lives in America last year in traffic stops. So where's the war?
Was it like
2,000 troops? I mean Americans. I'm sorry if I said 2,000 troops, then it'd be different impact. But 2,000 Americans is not a big deal.
They made it so it's not a big deal.
Here we go. All right, so there's the UFC and the.
Uh-oh, she gets it too. Oh, nope, they let her go.
This
that was me. They would have grabbed me. They would have been like, no, I'm getting this one too.
Right?
She gets away with it. She's got a halter top on. So I wouldn't be walking around with that.
Oh, there we go. If y'all notice in the background, I don't mean to play this on a loop, but I just got my screen back so I can stop it. Check it out. Look, the same move that this guy's in on the ground right here is the same move on the screen up there. You see it? Look at the screen. You see this, Nadine?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and now compare this to this. You got it?
Yeah.
Watch.
Oh my gosh.
Look, same.
It is. It
What
is.
a bunch of jokers.
Y'all see that,
I
guys?
wonder if
Can you
they're
see this?
using that and using the AI.
Can y'all see this?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
See, look, the same move at the same time.
See, it shows
See
you
that?
none of it's real.
No, it's not. It's not.
Well, anyways, they're going to jail. Happy 250th.
Fake ass jail.
Anyways, they're going to jail. Oh, this must be the Knicks game. Oh,
Wow, that looks staged too.
Joe Rogan is a 5'3" Latina chick. What?
What? Latina chick.
Melania has man hands.
That's so funny.
Oh my goodness.
Am I right? Hell yeah! Joe Rogan's a little J-Lo Latina chick with small man hands. Hell yeah, America!
Oh my god.
Wow.
There's
This
not a
is
lot of comments on that because they put something about this on Newsbreak and they didn't. There's like 31 comments. That's it. People don't want to comment on serious stuff that might get them in trouble.
Right.
They just don't want to do it. Nobody wants to stand. Nobody wants to be the first one to stand up. They're going after Trump basically instead.
Right. They said Trump's now turning against Israel, seems like. And people that were for Trump are now kind of silent. Maybe it's to narrow down.
When Trump goes to peace, the warmongers get mad, and then when the warmongers want war, then the peace people that want peace get mad.
Yep.
That's something else. Did they really let them wallpaper the White House like that, or is this an AI thing?
Remember that movie I keep telling you to watch?
I think it's AI. Huh?
What?
Remember that movie?
Idiocracy?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I can't get past the first few minutes. It's too.
Because you're looking at it as a movie. You look at it as a documentary.
All right. I'll see if it's on.
If you're looking for it to be entertained, then I'm not here to entertain you. I'm trying to get you to see something that should be shown in front of our faces. That's why they keep saying idiocracy.
Yes.
That's what this is. Once you realize that, then all of it makes sense. Then you see it for what it is.
And in idiocracy at the end, they're all happy, but one stays willfully ignorant, and the other one's like reading books and advancing their knowledge, right? But the other ones want to stay the way they want to stay, but they all lived happily.
It's where the corporations pretty much buy everything's advertisement, right? The Secretary of State was brought to you by Don Jr. Waterburger, right?
Right.
And
Bud truckers.
At the dawn of the 21st century, the Army began a top-secret experiment.
Meet Joe Bowers, our first subject for the human hibernation experiment.
So the guy goes to sleep for what? How many years?
20 years, I think. Or
is
that all it took?
I don't know. Maybe it was longer.
It's highly classified. However, if successful, we believe humans can be stored indefinitely.
However, the trial run was prone to human error.
See you in a year.
And Joe slept slightly longer than expected. Half a millennium, to be exact. From Mike Judge,
half a millennium.
Office Space and Beavis and Butthead.
So he woke up in the future. Think about that. If you went to sleep a couple hundred years ago and you woke up and you looked at the White House lawn, what would you think? Huh?
I want to go back to sleep.
If you were George Washington and you said, "Oh shit, he showed up from 250 years ago and looked at the White House lawn," he'd probably be like, "Oh my God, where did we go wrong?"
Yes.
That's what this is.
If you were the smartest person in the world,
so
and the population's IQ went so low.
So guess what? Half a millennial is 250 years. Isn't that funny? We just had our 250th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right here. So.
People in history.
If you have one bucket that holds 2 gallons and another bucket that holds 5 gallons.
And Trump's cognitive test. Remember, Trump keeps telling you he's taking a cognitive test 3 times.
Yeah.
He's the only president ever have to be cognitive tested.
And he said he aced it.
He's talking about the
he aced it, so they thought he was the smartest man in the world.
Right. All he had to do is tell him which picture was a giraffe.
Yeah, he said a giraffe or a lion.
Is that a giraffe or a lion?
And he's like,
Like what? That's Trump's cognitive test was determined whether a
Yeah.
How many buckets do you have?
2? What would you do?
Excuse me. I'm actually supposed to be getting out of prison.
You're in the wrong line.
I'm the smartest guy in the world. Says who?
The IQ test you took in prison. You got the highest score in history.
Even smarter than President Camacho.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of America!
yeah, it's turned into entertainment.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. See, we're so conditioned to what we're in right now, we can't even tell what we're in. We don't even realize that we're literally in idiocracy.
No, really, I think that was a documentary.
It's a documentary. So this was what, written 20 years ago, this movie? And he talked about, it showed like the White House lawn being full of a bunch of entertainment, a circus.
Year 2505.
Look,
You got this guy.
see how all the advertisement, Pepsi, American Express, yada yada, all over the place? Right? Got it?
Yeah, this
It's
is.
gonna fix everything. So you smart, huh? The ordinary.
Steve Jack in a box. Right here. Wait. Yeah, brought to you by Carl's Jr. That's what we're in. Idiocracy. Definition. What is the definition of idiocracy? A society or group that is controlled by or consists of people of low intelligence. Remember Trump said low IQ? Cognitive test, cognitive test, cognitive test. MAGA needs to take a cognitive test.
Yeah, I don't even know how many times he said that.
How many times did he say central casting?
Oh, forget about it. That's like the.
A million?
Yeah, he said that like. Do you think like at least 5 times in a speech, right?
Oh yeah.
Because he's bringing people up. Like if he goes, yeah.
Yeah, every time someone comes up or he calls one of them out, he says, he's central casting.
Right. Right. So you see all the advertisements, the Bud Light, Grand Brondo, brought to you by Brondo. This is what they watered their crops with in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Electrolytes.
Well, what do you think they think of us today when we put fertilizer in there? They're probably, the people 100 years ago are probably going, oh my God, they're putting what on there? Oil? Based chemicals? And they're wondering why they ain't got no, they're sick?
Right?
Yeah.
That guy said we're the only species that spray our food to keep other critters from eating it and then we eat it.
Yeah, that's right.
That doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
It's crazy. That's idiocracy. I mean, that's just retarded. What the hell were we doing?
Because J.D. Rockefeller said it was good to go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because we trust him.
They're playing Puff Daddy in the audience.
They played like all these different songs, like older songs.
They played P. Diddy though. And
yeah, they played. Remember, I said, "Man, that's an old song. What are they going back through the years?"
Do Mace got the ladies? Yeah, yeah. Do Puff drive Mercedes? Yeah, yeah. Take hits from the 80s? Yeah, yeah. But do it sound so crazy? Yeah, yeah. See how low IQ this shit is?
I know.
You see what I'm saying? The population didn't even realize that our freaking IQ levels went down so far that even the dumbest singers today can make it. Like shit that wouldn't even be put in on a FM radio station is now making it to the FM radio station.
What is that they use to make their voices sound better?
A modulator?
A modulator.
Or
right.
auto-tune?
Yeah, we were listening to one of the rappers, and he sounded. It was a video we watched several years ago, but he sounded horrible. And then they used that, and It sounded great, right?
Yeah, most of the people on any kind of platform have some special kind of microphone nowadays. I think. I
Yeah.
don't think that they do it like we do at all. I mean, just regular people are doing it.
Oh, the copyright that. So as the Roman Empire crumbled, its rulers ramped up massive gladiator arenas and bloody spectacles to keep the public distracted from the growing rot and corruption in the halls of power. It's all starting to click.
Yeah.
Timber. Timber. So you're watching a slow collapse. It might finally hit. It's like a building collapsing, and it's not going to hit the ground fully until like 2030. I think that's what when Trump was showing you the pools, how the pool was bigger than the building. Well, one of the Empire State Building was what, 1776, and
Yep.
then the pool was what, 2030.
Right, and in the pool green already. It's already green.
The pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the algae because they did. It's not. They don't have a filter or running water in there, right?
Like you said, they should put copper in there.
They should put a
They
copper in
good.
there in the
So they spent all that money and it's already green.
reflection pool. Should have put.
Like it was just for this event, I guess. His birthday too. The event was his birthday, which the taxpayers paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts how people wanted this birthday thing, and then they can't even afford to have a birthday party for themselves or their family members.
Right.
But they need to have this, rich guy have his birthday party. Like they have to live vicariously through somebody else. You
Right.
Yeah.
Right, because they've
Right.
attached their identity to him. So it's like
Yeah.
his birthday's their birthday.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah,
Right?
like they're feeling it. They're like, yeah.
Yeah, and they're all excited. Like, I don't know.
It's very shit.
Broadcast is brought to you by TrumpCoins.com, the official UFC Freedom 250 special edition medallions.
This is straight an ad from Idiocracy. It sounds just like the movie.
It is.
Rated by NGC.
Where the president is selling a meme coin during a live broadcast brought to you by Larry Ellison
Uh-huh.
on the White House lawns. You literally have to ignore the elephant in the room to not see this for what it is. Corruption at its highest levels.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's in your face though, which is I like it that way. That way we don't have to sit here and say, "Oh, it's because."
Well, and Trump's family is invested in the UFC, right?
Limited quantities available now at TrumpCoins.com.
TrumpCoins.com.
It's like WWF, ain't it? The audience.
Yeah, this has got to be like all those people must have been planted, like put in there.
Well, they were.
Can't be regular people.
That's what they said. Remember?
Yeah.
A lot of those people were pre-selected from either military.
Well, yeah, the military they pre-selected to, and they had to be the right physique, be able to, like I guess they had to try out to see if they're like they were in a show.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to say, they wouldn't be able to be one of us.
No, they had to have the right physique and be able to express
like crisis actors.
Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Like you see on the screen, like that's why you said that. You're like, wait, these people got to be actors. It's because the way they were sitting there. Look at that one. This right here, they always get this shot right here. They always get this shot.
It was active military they chose from. It's probably who's all in the crowd.
Well, I think I know that. You know the guy with the brick suit jacket? He was there. Let's see what he's got to say. They were given free monsters.
Oh, yeah.
And monsters is what? on the can, 666.
666.
Isn't that crazy? You got all these Christians there that don't know the symbolism, but yet they're drinking from this shit, and they're at the events drinking from it, and they don't say, "Damn, this event was brought to you by Monsters Energy Drink." Who? But
No, no, I was just, yeah, I mean, most of us know what that was.
they know.
There's no 7.
Yeah, no, I'm just playing.
Okay, gotta stay cool at UFC. Monster, just free drinks here.
Hey, wait.
Free monster drinks.
Now we just need the pretzels.
Right?
Free monsters. Free Monster Energy drink.
Free the monster.
Strawberry lemonade, sir.
This reminds me of the military when we had a family day cruise. We got to bring somebody from our family out to sea with us for a day.
Yeah.
And they did a bunch of stuff. Well, they gave us Red Bulls, like for free. Like they were in like all these troughs.
Yeah.
These cow troughs, and there's ice in them,
Ice
and they had
down.
a bunch of damn Red Bulls, and we were like, oh shit. I drank like 8 Red Bulls that day because I didn't sleep the night before because my brother flew in to go with me on the ship. But yeah, that's how we got it in the military. That's why it's like this on the White House lines.
Wonderful.
Here you go. You ain't even got to pay for it. That's how it is when you're in the government. Just get whatever. Take it out.
This is hitting the spot. All right, so we're inside. It's hot, but there's a lot of free waters, free monsters, a couple places to
There's free monsters there.
go for shade. You see people behind me in that in that
See how it's kind of hot. They're sitting in the shade trying to wait.
just lined up against that structure for shade. So the key right now, I think for me, is conservation of energy, not getting heat stroke, and pacing myself because it's going to be a long day. That's right. It's going to be a long day, right, gentlemen?
Oh,
I could easily sit under the...
there's Green Hat again. Remember, he was protesting the protesters' protest about the immigrants. Now he's invited to the UFC fight. Wow. This is the protester protesting someone else's First Amendment right to protest or constitutional rights to protest. He goes and protests their protest, and he gets invited to the UFC. Green Hat.
And there's no harm in sitting under a shade.
Oh, there's his counterpart. Y'all remember the video? We showed this. I probably should go back and look at it.
You know what you're doing is conserving energy for later tonight.
Yeah, these are the.
All right,
so if you went to all the Trump's rallies, this is the guy with the brick jacket that always the front row Joes. These are the front row Joes and back row Joes. Yeah. Then you got.
Yeah, and I remember the other guy behind him.
Yeah, that guy right there. He was like, Epstein Files is a hoax. But yet he's standing on the White House lawn at a UFC fight, sitting next to Epstein class, because he's an idiot. These are real patriots right here, guys.
All right, so from the side.
Anyways, moving on. Crazy. Yeah, this guy is the guy with the green hat's everywhere. He always likes to wear the green hat. Got Trump on his jacket, just like Idiocracy. On his shirt right there. He's got Trump on his shirt, Trump on his pants, Trump, right? I stand with Israel button. And then, and then Persian for Trump.
Crazy.
Oh.
This guy's wearing a
Should be on the TV trying to, like, there's one channel with Sheepdog on it trying to wake people up.
Right?
There ain't no waking these people up. Ain't nobody. Look at this. They're surrounded by symbolism, and they're surrounded by everything, and they can't see it. They think this is historical. Everything they're seeing, witnessing right now is so historical.
It is historical.
Yeah, it's historical.
It's also hysterical.
It's hysterical.
Hysterical.
I'm sorry, but I just can't understand your business plan. You're marketing it as a death camp, but you're showing me blueprints with a swimming pool and a maternity ward and an orchestra. It seems you need to figure out where to focus your efforts. And for that reason, I'm out. I'm sorry.
How you're supposed to kill 6 months.
That's funny.
I think my Facebook went down.
Did it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's idiocracy. That's where we're at. Idiocracy and Idiocracy corporations. Carl's Jr. This is it right here.
Prison. You got the highest score in history. Brought to you by Carl's Jr.
See?
Won a contest, got to be a cabinet member. I'm the Secretary of State. Brought to you by Carl's Jr.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because they pay me every time I do. It's a really good way to make money. You're so smart, why don't you know that?
Are you talking?
Yeah. So here it is. Y'all heard?
Listen, you got the highest score in history. Brought to you by Carl's Jr.
See how they do that? It's like the Truman Show, where his wife holds up the Nutella or whatever, the
Yeah.
cocoa coffee beans. She's like, well, he's like, why are you doing that?
Why are you
We're
selling
living
yourself? People are
we're-
just selling themselves like so I'm just gonna do it again. I'm just gonna do it again because I get money. It's disgusting.
That's what they did to the White House lawn. You see all the advertisements, the monster, the beer, the bitcoins, the meme coins, stable coins, this coin, that coin, crypto. They turn the United States is a corporation. It's not a country. Brought to you by Carl's Jr.
That's got to be a cabinet member. I'm the Secretary of State. Brought to you by Carl's Jr.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because they pay me every time I do. It's a really good way to make money. You're so smart, why don't you know that?
Yeah. And that's where we're at. All right. Get that Trump coin. What else you got, Miss Sheep?
Trying to resolve this issue.
Oh, Facebook. Is Facebook trying to take me down? Facebook? So we paid $300 billion in taxpayer money to reconstruct Iran after spending $70 billion to destroy it. That's $400 billion they could have saved if they just wouldn't have listened to Netanyahu.
Right.
And their bullshit intelligence. Now we're $400 billion in the hole.
Are you live on Facebook right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, it's not live. It's kind of like, I don't know what it's doing.
Redo it.
They're having trouble streaming. Here, let me fix that real quick. You want me to remove it?
Yeah, just restart it.
There we go. Let's try it again. All right. Failed to post players. What do you? See what that's saying?
Yeah, I already did that. So restart it.
Okay. All right.
As Goyim since we were children. Let me show you. First off, in the Crash Bandicoot game Mind Over Mutant, one of the characters, Coco, if you hit her enough, she says this.
We'll mess up your looks for that. Lousy Goyim.
And in a 2003 Simpsons video game called Hit and Run.
Lousy Goyim.
The clown who just said that, his name is Krusty. He is canonically Jewish in The Simpsons. Not only that, if you keep hitting him, he'll threaten you with a lawsuit and then deny touching your underage daughter. Yeah, you can't make this up.
I swear I didn't touch your daughter. Now you're looking at a lawsuit.
Just a reminder that if literally any other group had a label for people who are not in their group, they would be canceled. They don't respect you. They don't respect us. They don't care about us. Get that in your head. These people have been calling us Goyim since we were children. Let me show you. First off, in the Crash Bandicoot game Mind Over Mutant, one of the characters, Coco, if you hit her enough, she says this.
We'll mess up your looks for that. Lousy Goyim.
And in a 2003 Simpsons video game called Hit and Run.
Lousy Goyim.
The clown who just said that, his name is Krusty. He is canonically.
Krusty the Clown.
Krusty the Clown, right? Why did they pick the clown though?
The clowns are CIA, right?
Yeah.
Actors.
But they probably want people to be laughing when, because that's how people have always taken that, like as kind of a joke. I think.
Well, it's a joke, but not a joke.
Yeah. So they wanted to make it standard as to bring it as a joke, so that they could say something and we wouldn't react in a bad way.
Right.
It's called kidding on the square.
So yeah.
Excuse me.
CIA. Central casting is CIA.
Mossad.
Clowns. The clowns.
Your military. That's why Trump said the war would be over, but the media doesn't want to let it go.
Because then they wouldn't have a job. No one would listen to.
So who's the media?
Unfortunately, there's people that still do.
Who runs the media? Who runs the wars?
The CIA.
Oh, yay. Yay.
Yep.
Trump told you CIA in Venezuela.
Yes.
CIA in Cuba.
He tells you.
CIA in Mossad and Iran.
He tells you the truth, and he also tells you the opposite. So you gotta read between the lines. But he's exposing everything. That's one thing he is doing.
You just got to be able to pass a cognitive test.
Right.
To pick up what's being put down.
You have to have that discernment and
Excuse me, I'm a Jew, and I just like to say that, in our Bible it says that you're like animals.
What does that say? Even the best of Goyim should all be killed. A Gentile you may kill outright with your own hands. Show no mercy to the Gentiles. If a Goy hits a Jew, he must be killed. When a Jew murders a Gentile, there will be no death penalty. Every Jew who spills the blood of the non-Jews doing the same as making a sacrifice to God. Murdering Gentiles is like killing wild animals. Then they say Jesus is being punished in hell by sitting forever in boiling excrement. Gittin 57 Alpha. And they called Jesus' mother a whore, and Jesus was a bastard born of adultery. Yeah, these aren't these are very loving people, aren't they? The Jew is tempted to do evil, he should go to a city where he is not known and do the evil there. That's probably why they come here, rape little kids and shit, and then haul ass back to Israel.
he's talking about the Bolsheviks, right? The Bolshevik Jews. It was funny because I was watching something today where he talks about the Bolshevik Jews and how people took them in. They felt sorry for them, and then they turned around and they became what they hated, right? What was done to them, they did to others, and talked about how, which I thought was interesting. Hitler was on Time magazine as well, same as Trump.
Wow, that's some kind of scriptures is that? I'd be like looking at it like, what the hell? You can justify anything with scripture. And they got them hanging on a police car.
For this Toyota. Me and my homies couldn't do this in our wildest dreams. I don't even think NYPD
Can you imagine?
This is the epitome of doing
what you want.
Whatever the fuck you want, bro. Not only are they hanging on to the roof of the whip, they're cutting off traffic and going on to oncoming traffic with another whip following it for security, bro. These guys is presidential, bro. Presidential and not giving a fuck. I'm telling you, bro. Like, when you come over here to Muncie Land, it's a whole new world. Y'all don't know what we go through out here, man. Like,
Muncie Land, is that in New York? Maybe.
Yeah, that's like an hour and a half away from me, 2 hours. And see, I sent Miss Sheepdog the pictures of where they come when they come up here, and that's like 5 miles away. And they actually had a meeting with the cops, the leaders around here. Like they meet with all these people before they even all come up here for the summer.
Yeah.
See, Muncie, that's where the women have to walk behind the men. It's like 20 feet or something.
And this is in America?
Yeah. It's
Shut up.
It's part
Shut up. No way in hell that MAGA it didn't call this out yet.
Yeah, that's Putnam County.
Wait. We're worried about Muslims putting their women in hijabs, but we're okay with women walking behind men 20 feet in America.
Right. They can't even sit in the same room. They have to be separated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, when the what's it called? Those things that go to
that doesn't commingle with the Constitution.
when they study the Torah.
Yeah.
And the women have to be up. I think
Yeah.
upstairs, and the men are downstairs. They're like separate, and they try to do it at different times. Yeah, they don't.
Is this the same location where those? Is this the same location where those girls were found? This is from.
This is Putnam County. This is like the beginning part of I would consider upstate New York, because New York City is just the whole, like the disgusting part, and then you've got upstate. So it would be like the beginning part of upstate, because it turns more beautiful, throughout. So yeah, Muncie, that's where the Hasidics are.
Yeah, they got VIP out there.
Ever seen. Don't know what we go through out here, man. Like, these guys is above the law. Yo, somebody said their coupon was about to expire. The only video of the Muncie boys that comes close to this video is this video. I'm saying they ain't doing nothing too crazy. They just jumping around, look like they having a good time. I'm just saying, think about it. Think about how many car accidents took place after this event was finished. Really think about that. Think about how many Toyota minivans was flipped over, put on its side. You know what I'm saying? This is things we got to think about. This is things we got to survive with. I'm just saying, welcome to Muncie Land, the land of the Muncie boys.
Yeah. I like to see the video of the women walking 20 feet behind the men in America. And nobody said nothing.
Well, they live in their own communities.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people don't see it, because they do. Like they take over. They take over an area.
Yeah, I watched one where they even have these lines like from one apartment to the other, so that they don't have to carry anything on the Sabbath or something, on the Shabbat or something. They can't carry anything, so they put them in these little buckets and they could go across.
Yeah, they're saying this is from the same area where the girls came missing. I said, look, no mud, no water on their shoes.
That's Nyack is down there. Yes, Nyack and Muncie are close to each other. I think they're both in Putnam. It's Westchester County, then Putnam County, and then Orange. So yeah, that is close because they would normally be in Brooklyn Heights in Brooklyn, where there's no flock cameras.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope, not even a little. They might have put one in there just for looks for now, just because we've been telling everybody. See, they were doing that jumping up and down thing at the Wailing Wall last night. There was a group of young men. They get together, they put their arms on each other, and then they just kind of hop up and down.
All right, so let's get caught up where we're at. Like Miss Shoot Dog said, when they go to war, the people that wanted peace or voted for peace get pissed off, and the neocons cheer it on and say, "Oh, you're not loyal to Trump because you don't support this war." La da da. But when Trump talks about peace, those same neocons turn around and say, "Dog Trump." Which will and Owen here is what we're fixing to play. He's talking about that comparison. It's weird that they want you to be loyal to Trump when he's doing what they want, but when Trump does what America wants, then all of a sudden those same people aren't loyal to Trump anymore. That's the point.
Right.
So I think that's what this whole process has brought forward, which is good. It's separated who was the fake, real MAGA, who was the fake, who was MAGA, who's MAGA.
Who's who? Yeah.
Because there's MAGA and then there's MAGA. You see what I'm saying? And they try to conjoin to put the two.
All right, guys, what a weekend and what a start to the week today. I'm going to try to be short and sweet here. This subject is so expansive right now, and there's just so much incoming as far as receipts are concerned. It's going to be the main focus of my show today, the Owen Report at 3 p.m. Central. But I wanted to pop on here real quickly this morning and just kind of tell you what we observed really at the end of last week and over the weekend. And I want you to understand, I have been waiting to do this video now for about a week. I've been waiting to do this video. And the reason why I didn't do it was I wanted to get through the weekend, you know, the beautiful bread and circus, the unbelievable bread and circus that we just had all weekend. I wanted to get through that. And I also wanted to make sure that this phenomenon was going to continue. I was kind of assuming it would. It's one of those things where you can either react to something immediately on social media to get ahead of a story or to try to get involved with the first shaping of the narrative, the first reporting. And I said, you know what, I'm going to wait a week and I'm going to come back next week because I doubt anybody's really going to be covering this. And I'm going to make the bet that the Israelis are going to be pissed. And the neocons and the foreign lobbyists and the foreign agents that are now the new MAGA coalition, their hatred and vitriol over Trump getting a peace deal done is going to continue at the start of next week. And now here we are on Monday, and that's exactly what has happened. Now, my biggest issue right now when it comes to political commentary or politics, the media, all of this stuff is logical consistency. We're obviously going to disagree with a lot of stuff. There's a lot of very contested issues right now. But part of my big issue is specifically with MAGA, logical consistency. And this is where there have been a lot of breaks when it comes to politics, coalitions, and movements is there doesn't seem to be logical consistency with a lot of these movements. And the war with Iran has been the big one. You know, no new wars. Oh, this isn't a new war. Oh, it's a peace deal. Oh, it's not. It's just, there's no logical consistency. But now today, really for the last week, we get to see the biggest inconsistency of them all. And it's so good for the American people to witness this. And that's why I've been sitting here for a week gathering receipts so that when I host the Owen Report today, I'm going to give you this evidence so overwhelmingly convincing that it's going to be undeniable. What am I talking about? Well, if you look at what has become the new MAGA coalition compared to the old MAGA coalition, the new MAGA coalition does what? Well, they demand the utmost loyalty of Trump, and they demand that you always trust Trump. But it's funny because now that Trump is closer or maybe even has accomplished a peace deal with Iran, he's heading to Geneva right now, and the Pakistani diplomat says they have a peace deal. The Iranian diplomats say they have a peace deal. Israel says they have a peace deal, and that's why they're pissed because Israel doesn't want peace. And now Trump has pulled the ultimate move, honestly, when it comes to exposing who's really the violent warmongers in the Middle East. Now, this is no endorsement of Iran's leadership. Let's be perfectly clear. But when it comes to peace in the larger region of the Middle East, now everybody can see who's really responsible for it. And after Israel attacked Iran, Trump gave Iran the golden opportunity to prove that they're not the ones causing this conflict. And he asked them, do not attack back. And they didn't do it. Iran actually withheld and did not attack back. And Trump is responding to that by following through on this peace deal. Now, we'll see where it goes. I'm not assuming that this peace deal is going to happen. But as of right now, they have a peace deal. And considering how angry the neocons are and the Israeli lobbyists are, makes me think that they really have a deal. But here's where it gets to logical consistency. And this is what we're really going to show today. All the people that told you to trust Trump, all the people that demanded loyalty from Trump, they're all either attacking Trump today or they're silent on those that are attacking Trump. And this, to me, this is the big moment of exposing people, specifically in the media. You want to talk about politics, it's corrupt, there's liars. But when you decide who you want to trust when it comes to political commentary and discourse, logical consistency should be amongst the top things that you're looking for. And you can see the people today that have no logical consistency, especially when it comes to foreign policy. So all the people that said trust Trump, all the people that said you have to be loyal to Trump, notice how they're all turning their backs on Trump. Notice how they're all stabbing Trump in the back today, which, by the way, I warned them they would do this, but here we are. Notice how they're all attacking him, criticizing him, calling him names, comparing him to Obama. Now, remember, it was about a year ago, give or take, maybe a week or two, when we were really starting to get into this conflict with Iran again, and people like me that were now fans of the neocons, we started warning that, hey, this could become a bigger issue. This is like Bush era policies. There were some memes that started to go out. And the new MAGA coalition, remember what they started doing? They started going crazy. They started attacking us. They started name calling us. How dare you make memes? How dare you not trust Trump? Now, what I find strange today is, where is all that energy? All that energy that this Trump cult was throwing at people like me, all that shade that you guys were throwing at me when I was warning about Bush era foreign policy, when I was warning about a larger war in Iran, when I was warning about the midterms, the Panikins, all the other names, all that vitriol, all those attacks that came my way, where are they today? I'm just curious because I don't see it. I see all the Israeli loyalists. I see all the Israelis that believe they're entitled to our foreign policy. I see all of them attacking Trump today. It's vicious attack today. I see hundreds of memes. You guys got pissed over one Trump Bush meme. There are hundreds of Trump memes today, basically calling him a Muslim terrorist, all this other stuff. Where are you guys? Where are you guys? You guys had no problem coming after us when we had a disagreement a year ago. Now you're all silent? Now none of you dare attack the people that are bashing Trump today? None of you dare ridicule the people and making the memes about people that were attacking Trump all weekend? Why are you silent on that? I'm just curious because you had no problem attacking us. No problem with that. But now that Trump is getting serious attacks and heat for getting his peace deal done, all of a sudden you guys are silent. All the memes that they're sharing, all of a sudden you guys are silent. So this is what we're going to do today. I'm going to cut this off right now. I've already gone too long on the OWN report. I'm going to bring all these receipts. All these people that claim.
So there you go, right?
Yeah.
So their true colors.
That's what I'm saying. How would you? Because they're okay. We showed that they, like a lot of these MAGA accounts on X and stuff, were traced back to like Nigeria, other countries, Israel. So there's people that infiltrated within the movement, right? So that's why they said be careful who you follow, I believe, because you might be influenced by something that you may not have supported before, and you get caught up in it, right? So that's a way to expose these people, right? To flip it, so then you can see who's who, right? Like the first term Trump is the one we all loved, right?
Right.
Then the second one, we thought he was going to come in, clean house, everything, was going to be done. Well, that didn't happen. And then the things that he stood for the first term, he did the opposite of, right? So I still stand with the first Trump, right? Whatever that one is. I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is, but I'm not for that. And he's going against the Constitution. But I think his persona is challenging us because we got to fight for our freedom. It's not handed to us. Plus, it exposes people, right? Are you standing on your principles and morals, or are you just going with a political figure?
Yeah, my government loves me.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta stand on your principles and morals. What you believed the first time, right? You wanted justice. You wanted things to be cleaned up, exposed, right? And
Deep
justice
swamp drained. No new wars, no regime change. America first.
Give all our money to foreign countries.
Take care of the homeless.
Wars. So if you're still with that and you have to do mental gymnastics to justify it, then you've
probably been psyoped. You've been psyoped into changing your principles and what you stand for.
Idolization, right? You're idolizing Trump instead of what he stood for, what the principles were supposed to be.
All right, so fake MAGA's getting their head blown off. All right, so that's from Owen. I'll put that
And
in the chat. Let me get this link right here for the X. So you can go check it out on X.
I just wanted to let you guys know that Muncie and Nyack, they're both in Rockland County. The Hudson comes up between them. So Putnam's on one side, Rockland's on the other. And then it says that Rockland County is home to the largest Jewish population percentage of any U.S. county, comprising approximately of 31% of its residents, like 90 to 100,000 people. So that's what that guy was talking about
Yeah.
in the video.
X66 said, if nothing happens by the 24th, I'm only going to watch this damn movie for 3 more years. That's it.
That's it.
That's funny. That was funny.
Are they calling Elon really the first trillionaire?
Yeah.
So they're overlooking the Rockefellers, Rothschilds,
Well,
all the bankers. They're overlooking the bankers.
Right?
So apparently, the normies believe when the normies believe Musk is the first trillionaire, but don't know who owns the banks. That's where we're at, man.
That's where we're at.
Idiocracy. I fought the banks. Right? So the wars pay. Big money. 1939, World War II, 1914, World War I, tree cut. So they're going to show you a tree that was all the different lines in the tree. Each one of them represent a war. This is an important one, right? 1215 AD, Magna Carta signed. All right, we're talking about 1213. There's the Treaty of Versailles.
Treaty of Versailles.
Yeah. When King John lost the land to the Pope, or the Peter gave up the keys to the Pope. Pope took the land around this time, 1215. And people have been fighting over this land for decades, centuries, not knowing that they were killing each other for nothing.
I know.
And we go all the way back. Yeah. 220, hey, Han Dynasty ends. Birth of Christ, that tree. See how old that tree was? It withstood all that. Oh, white smoke coming out of the, according to Benny Johnson, the white smoke means peace deal. Didn't they do this at the Vatican, the white smoke?
Oh my God.
Yes.
That's when they pick a pope.
Well, apparently the white smoke coming out of the chimney at the White House means that we're in a peace deal.
Oh,
Like what?
Oh my gosh.
That's something
Where
else.
did they come up with that?
The only white smoke I know with the peace is when you're smoking marijuana. That's out of a peace pipe. And the white smoke you will exhale. But I never knew that there was a peace deal thing. We had well, if that's the case, then how come everybody's ignoring the smoke coming out of the chimney? Look at him.
Because this
guy
is the
down there.
first anybody's heard of it.
Right.
It's never been a thing. This is new.
Oh, well, shit. I like to bring new stuff every night. Look, Benny Johnson, thank you, Benny, for letting us know that. First time in history, 250 years later, we now realize that.
No, it never. It's never happened. It's not like it's been covered up. They've just never done that because it's too stupid.
Danielle says, according to Vatican tradition, it's a new pope. According to 2026, it's Dana White testing the pyrotechnics for UFC Freedom 250.
Oh my gosh.
Or they made Marco Rubio the pope. Which one? I think they probably have made Rubio the Pope. Okay. Well, it's Iran peace deal day again. Yeah, that's the manipulation of the markets. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Right? Someone else put this out yesterday too. An armed man opened fire in the vicinity of JD Vance's motorcade. Anybody hear about that? No.
No.
Wow, that's no news. So that's weird. Ultra clickbait. Alrighty.
That's one of those accounts that Nick Sorter guy. I don't follow that.
No.
And just read right over them, didn't really understand what it meant. And just read right over them, didn't really understand what it meant. They came from a world that was oppressive, ruled by kings and queens and popes and prelates and bishops and lords and barons. So they did something that was unheard of, never been done in the history of the world. They set the cattle free. They said, you're not really a serf. You're not really a slave. You're not really as dumb as they say you are. You're not really a bunch of cattle. Now you're free men. You got brains. We're even going to write this contract to guarantee your freedom. But we know you won't keep it because you're human. And they wrote about that, didn't they? Didn't they tell us all the ways that we would give it up? Didn't they write about it? Didn't they warn us over and over and over and over again? In all of their writings, they knew we would give it up because we're human. And they were geniuses who understood human nature probably better than any single group of men that's ever lived throughout the history of the world.
The founders didn't just create a country. They launched an experiment. They knew human nature. They knew that power always tried to expand. They knew that freedom is hard work, and most people eventually choose comfort over vigilance. That's why they wrote the warnings in plain English, not for themselves, but for us.
What did Ben Franklin say when he came out of the Constitutional Convention after everything was signed, sealed, and delivered? Somebody said, hey, Ben, what have ye wrought? See, a republic, if you can keep it. He knew. They all knew. What was it really about? Why did they give it to us if they knew we would give it up? And they did know. Make no mistake about that. They knew. What do you think the fight over federalism was all about? They wanted to make sure that at some future point, the great central government would seize control.
A republic, if you can keep it. Those are the actual words of Benjamin Franklin. According to historians, he understood that the greatest threat to liberty would come not from kings, but from within, from a central government growing too powerful. Today, the debate over federal versus state power is as heated as ever. Cooper believed the founders designed the system to be fragile on purpose, so we would have to fight to keep it.
And by the way, if you want confirmation of what I said about the founding fathers, if you really believe that they were Christian, go look at the city that they laid out from the air. Look at the symbolism that they built into it. All deist, all Masonic, all Jacobin. It's another word for Jacobin, illuminist. Go into the Capitol building, stand right in the center of the rotunda and look straight up at the dome where nobody ever looks. And what do you see? You see the apotheosis of George Washington. Riding across the heavens in the chariot of Apollo. Who is Apollo? George Washington. He's become God now. And around the perimeter of the Capitol dome, you see all the old gods of the Roman pantheon. They're all there. Zeus, Mercury, Prometheus, all of them. What's that doing on the inside of our Capitol dome if this country is a Christian nation?
You can see it for yourself. The Capitol Rotunda, the fresco on the dome, is called the Apotheosis of Washington. George Washington ascending to heaven like a Roman god. Around him, figures from Greek and Roman mythology. And here's what's happening right now. The government is spending $60 million to restore that dome. They're repairing more than 1,000 cracks. They're preserving every detail. Why spend all that money on a painting that supposedly has no meaning? Meanwhile, there's a debate raging in America about Christian nationalism. The idea that this country was founded as a Christian nation. Some people are rewriting history to fit that narrative. But Cooper's question still stands. If this is a Christian nation, why is its most sacred government building decorated with pagan gods? The symbols don't lie, and they're spending millions to keep them there.
Now, there's some people you can listen to who are not gurus. God's not whispering in their ear. They don't have a crystal ball. But they are what I call the inner circle. They know what's coming. They're part of it. And when they write or they talk, you better listen to them. One of them's Henry Kissinger. Listen to Henry Kissinger. Henry Kissinger doesn't just get up and jaw. If he says something that's important, listen to him. Whether you like him or not doesn't make any difference. But I've discovered that most people who ever meet him really like him a lot. He's very charismatic, very polite, very gracious, very nice guy. Also one of the biggest traitors that's ever lived.
Played this video clip here before, right? So it's nothing new, what we just played. Don't want to be redundant.
Rights are the first 10 amendments to the American Constitution.
Go ahead.
Evil is like they're very charismatic. They're very like you do like to see them like and be around until you know. Like that's how they are. They pull you in.
Yes.
The Bill of Rights are the first 10 amendments to the American Constitution. After the Constitution was written, it was felt that while this was an extraordinary document, it did not provide the kind of guarantees for our individual liberties that a free country required. And therefore, under the leadership of James Madison, the first 10 amendments were adopted to the Constitution. We call them the Bill of Rights. They are the most extraordinary and detailed guarantees of individual liberty that any people on earth now possess. Because of the first 10 amendments to the Constitution, because of the Bill of Rights, we are guaranteed freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of the press, the right of assembly and petition, the right of trial by jury, the right to be secure in one's own home, protection of due process of law and private property in public trials, and many other things that perhaps we take for granted, but which we are guaranteed in the United States Constitution. Even though the parchment of the Constitution of the United States and the Bill of Rights is old and fading in the Archives building here in Washington, nevertheless, this document, the Bill of Rights, has meaning in all of our lives every day. We owe a good deal to it. I think it's appropriate that we be reminded of our blessings and those who made them possible. We remind our children of what a great country we have, how much it's been through, what it means to them. Remind our servicemen, 1 million of them who serve overseas, that they do not defend merely a piece of geography, but also a way of life expressed in the American Constitution, expressed in the Bill of Rights, expressed in the freedoms that we all enjoy.
To be reminded. Let's see here what we got next.
That is dividing large groups of people is the enemy of the Great Awakening.
Yeah, but damn, both sides are doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And they're falling for the traps. They're falling for the bait. And we don't have a lot of time left. What's going on right now is the Great Awakening. What I mean by that is waking people up to realizing really how this world works. The wool that's been pulled over our eyes for such a long time that even the skies above us every day are covered in streams and streams from the back of airplanes. Even the sunlight that we're supposed to get from the sun that God created is being blocked, and people think it's a joke, and they think it's a conspiracy, and they think we're crazy, and all they have to do is look up to the food that we eat, to the agencies that don't even, how are they protecting us? They're not. To the medicines, to everything that's been going on, to the films, to the media, completely as a human being under spiritual, physical, and mental attack. You got to be of the strongest to have seen all of this. Your test, if you will make it through the Great Awakening, is if you pass the first level of Jumanji, which was the 2019 shutdowns. Yeah. If you got through all of that and you got through the pressure and you didn't just obey and bow down, you have a chance. You are a part of this awakening. But the race, twins, is before these people who don't care about religion, race, or nationality, except to use them as a way to galvanize opposite sides, to distract from their crimes against humanity. Before their tech is fully implemented and we have no way out, the noose is getting tighter every second. Whether you're getting out of a Waymo in LA or Austin, fully automated cars that's already eating into the income of poor taxi drivers.
Right. We got a bunch of those around here.
Or the drones that are flying over a lot of people's heads in Dallas that are delivering, literally delivering ice cream and chips to their backyards. I swear to God, I shit you not.
I haven't seen the drones yet, but I see the Waymo vehicles.
Okay, this is every 2 seconds in Dallas, in the suburbs of Dallas, you see drones, boom, 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 all day. And I'm like, what do they do? They're dropping off Doritos. Because that's how they're going to desensitize you, right? They got to give you the convenience to make you accept the system.
Right. Because we remember you played that video where they showed at the Walmart they're using those drones.
Yeah.
And it can only carry so much, so it's like just like maybe a couple bag of chips or something. It doesn't carry something really heavy, so it has to be a small little order. But yeah, like you know, a lot of the stuff is getting to people where you just want an escape, right? You want like some people don't even want to go anywhere anymore because you know they're either in fear or they can't stand or they don't have anyone to talk to or they feel like no one can communicate with them or they see, so they just like that guy that was staying that with the Walmart that was in Arkansas where he was driving that guy around. He's saying that most of those kids don't even go anywhere. They don't go out to eat anymore. They just order all their food in from the grocery on their groceries. They don't even go to the grocery store. They order the groceries on the app. They order their food on the app. They don't even leave their dorms. It's not good. Not social no more.
And that turns you into idiocracy.
Yes.
Where you're just sitting in front of a TV with all the different channels, 5,000 channels.
That's what.
Remember when you had to get up to change the channel? Imagine having 500 channels.
That's what idiocracy was. Everything was, you could order this, order that. Everything was like a machine.
Right at their fingertips.
Kind of like at China. Where you just push a button and all the stuff you get. Yeah.
Being able to unlock as an asset manager, you know, BlackRock being able to unlock and take control of as many natural assets as possible that aren't currently part of the financial system is obviously a way for them to perpetuate what they do and deepen and expand their control over not just you know, people in the existing financial system, but really over the natural world as well, and essentially turn everything alive into a tradable Wall Street financial product. It seems like in Larry Fink's case in particular, there's a goal, well, a big ambition there to develop new asset classes that can be used to basically fuel their existing business model and perpetuate it for like, I don't know, millennia forward. So one of these that, you know, I've been writing about for a few years is the whole idea of natural assets, what they call nature's economy. Natural assets as possible that aren't currently part of the financial system is obviously a way for them to perpetuate what they do and deepen and expand their control over not just you know, people in the existing financial system, but really over the natural world as well, and essentially turn everything alive into a tradable Wall Street financial product. And the goal, as Fink has stated, is to have all of this on a universal ledger, on blockchain, presumably, and have it be, you know, trackable and surveillable. By having it all surveillable and and, automated in a sense. He's able to have his risk management AI thing, Aladdin, sort of exercise control over it in unprecedented ways, I think, for their benefit. And then, of course, a lot of what's happening now as we're moving into this new financial governance system is the push to change all of the infrastructure towards this, quote unquote, green green model, I guess, or decarbonization, right? Part of the goal of the whole global carbon market thing for them is that it allows them to unlock so many new assets and so much more collateral and so much other stuff to create new debt out of, and to just sort of expand the existing models they use to just unprecedented levels. And sort of perpetuate this into infinity. One of the things too about the natural asset thing, at least as far as the natural asset corporation model is concerned, is that you literally just go into a forest or you go to a river or lake and you identify the natural asset, and then at no cost to you, just after identifying it, you issue shares in the natural asset, a lake, a forest, whatever, and then you sell those shares. I mean, it's literally just pointing out something outside and being like, this is mine, I'm going to fractionalize it and sell it to people, and you're producing money in like, out of thin air, essentially. And you're able to do that. I mean, the natural world is vast and huge, and they're doing this, they're financializing it all, as framing it as the only way to save the planet. But really it's the only way for them to save their insane debt racket.
All right. Y'all got that? Oh, BlackRock, Larry Fink. The good reset. This is the great reset the world truly needs. Right here. That's how you reset everything. Lock them up. Lock them up. And there's the good reset. You put the globalist scumbags 6 feet deep. You get your locally produced chemical-free food, your functioning immune systems. You can have lots more children, happy farmers, right? Kids reading books, open church, clean water, no turbines, clear skies, naturally controlled CO2 levels with the trees, no EMF waves, shrinking cities instead of growing. I know here in Houston, we can't take another person. It's too many. We got 3 or 4 or 5 million people trying to get to work at the same time. It's a madhouse.
Yeah.
So there's your good reset.
The other one's death. Looks like death.
Lock these villains up right here, man. We'll be good. When's that part of the movie coming? Anybody know? I know it's coming. It's got to be coming soon, right?
Right.
But wait, there's more. Like an infomercial.
Well, they said, I was watching this video. I posted it this last week. Where it talked about the quantum, right? That they think when they did CERN, that it split timelines, right? So they get caught in a prism, not prison, prism, for 1,000 years because they soul transfer, they soul hop, right? So that soul gets caught in a prism. They kind of showed that on the X-Files, remember? They were like caught in the phone, right? So yeah, maybe it did do something like that. Maybe they experience the bad stuff and we don't.
When you're in something like that, it's kind of like what is going on. Like you just get so overwhelmed with so many things. That's like us going into a glitter house. Remember, I think I would pass out from too much love. Like that's,
oh.
That's yeah, getting trapped in that prison. That would be like there would be so many things going on. You'd be overloaded, and you'd be like,
right? Yeah. So I mean, I think it has something. I think there's more to like the more to than what we can probably even comprehend. Um, as as far as what actually goes on in the unseen, right? In the spiritual world and the grid, all that stuff. So maybe they get caught in maybe they go to Mars, the like a different timeline, and they get trapped in that timeline. See what I mean? Because they can't go into the new timeline.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was pretty interesting. It was kind of long. It's too long to play on here, but I'll see if I can find it again and post it.
It's not. I'm going to show you the magnetic field of a ring magnet. From above, wow, look at that. Here, I'm going to pass the ring magnet from the left underneath the ferro
So this is the unseen. This is what they put into the cathedrals and the windows and the
cell. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, that's in the
That
stained glass.
is stinking cool. Look as I rotate it.
So when you use your compass always points center. No matter where you are, it shows you true north.
Right.
Right to the center of this, right?
Yeah, there was a lady. She was playing.
So this is what we're on.
She was playing an instrument in one of those cathedrals, and when she was playing, she said that the colors in the stained glass started shifting. It started shifting colors. So, like, since we're 80 to 90% water, what does that do within our bodies, right? If it was shifting the colors on the stained glass with the music.
Yeah, that's really cool. You see, you couldn't tell a regular person that. They'd think you were crazy.
Right. But I mean, it's scientifically proven. I mean, like
Yeah,
that.
but they wouldn't be able to hear that part. It's scientifically, yeah, by your guy.
Right.
By the guy who has his head outside of his asshole.
Right. But I mean, water reacts to frequency. So for water, the frequency does do a lot. It can damage us or it can heal us. So think about that. What if the frequency changed? Then we would be healed.
You can see a toroidal shape. Now, this is from the center of the magnet, as you see. Look at that. Wow. Now let's have a look from the edge.
You'll see the north and south. See that? That's why when you plant your crops and you have north and south and the post is sitting in north and you run the line south, this is why. The unseen magnetic pole or pull that you don't see of that's gridding out. That's why they lay out the ley lines. That's why you have ley lines.
Yeah.
See that?
That is just
like an apple. This looks like if you cut an apple in half, looks like the apple, the center part.
amazing. And I'm going to rotate the magnet to the left. If anyone tells you that reality is a simulation, this is proof that it's not.
My previous video on the Himalayan rock salt, I need further proof of our realm's much larger biology. hidden all around us in plain sight, then take a look at this video. It's not just seeing the faces on the mountains or small rocks resembling flesh. It goes much bigger than that.
Biogeology, the study of petrified fragments of giants. Now, these are theories, but not an exact science. Could have this been the inside of a digestive system of a giant? Now, as you can see the diagram that I did bring up, and you can see the circular folds, and you can also see how identical they look. Now, could have this been the entrance of the large intestine as shown in the diagram up above? Now, if you look at the diagram of the large intestine up above, and to your left, you see the cave wall, you can see the identical similarities to both of them. Now, could this cave just have been a digestive tract of a giant? Now, according to research, these so-called rocks have a composition of venous blood, which is a purple blood and has composition of iron. And on the back side of this rock, you can see the uncanny flesh look to this rock. Now, take a look at this trabecular bone and compare it to this. Now, you can see the similarities to the trabecular bone. Now, you can see a good example of this Swiss cheese looking trabecular bone. And in the channels, you can see the red iron ore. And you might think this is just earth packed in from flooding. But if you look at this larger example, you can see that this is not earth. This is actual iron ore coming out of this trabecular bone. Now, could this be here, the fragments of giants scattered all over? Now, as we get closer, you can see the different tissue of the surface of these so-called rocks. Now, again, here I've added more examples of tissues just to show the different similarities to these so-called rocks. Now, this rock has the uncanny look of a lung, and if you look closely, you can see all the ventricles that would be visible in a lung. Now, here is a diagram up above like that. You can see the different type of ventricles. Now, just by looking at the lung diagrams and looking at the so-called stone, you tell me there's not a possibility this can be true. Now, like I said before,
Well, that's like those sponges that I have one outside. It looks like it was a sponge, but it's a rock now.
Yeah.
It's got all the little holes in it. It looks like it was a sea sponge.
this is all theory, but after seeing this video, you'll probably never look at a rock the same. But could there be some truth in this theory?
And then that's why you get up in there and you find the crystalline rocks.
This at the top is your DNA from a top-down view. These geometric shapes.
All right, you see that? That magnetic. Same thing with the visual we've seen with the magnet.
Yes.
You're looking at through the glass.
That you see is what we call sacred geometry. Sacred geometry is an ancient study that explains energy patterns. Like this turtle right here. If you look to the right, what you see here is a sand plate that's connected to some type of instrument that can send out frequency. Now let's just say the instrument is a piano, and when I hit one of the notes on the piano, it shifts the sand into these specific geometric shapes. This is called cymatics, the study of visible sound. You can also do this with liquids. Now here's a picture of cymatics in water, top-down view of DNA, and church windows. Notice they are almost identical. Now, how many times have you drove past a church window like this and wondered how the fuck did they come up with that design? They didn't. It's in your DNA. Now, here's something very interesting. Everything has a resonant frequency, which basically means everything has its own frequency. Now, a lady did an experiment where she set up a mic in a church like this and recorded the silence. She then set up speakers to play that silence so that it would go back into the mic and keep creating a louder and louder and louder sound, to the point to where it was strong enough to show up cymatically. Now, when she played that sound through water, it created these shapes cymatically. And to her surprise, the same shape the sound of the church was making was what the shapes of the windows inside the church looked like. There's only one group of people I know who can build at that level. But anyway, now remember, buildings have their own resonant frequency, which means that when you're in the building, your body is being interacted with those frequencies. So if your body is made of 60 to 80% water, and this is what water looks like when it's vibrating, that means whatever shape is made by the sound of the church is the shape that your DNA is taking form of. I believe these cathedrals are designed to create healing frequencies to make you feel good when you're inside of the church. This could be part of the reason why people feel good when they enter a church, not realizing the church is emitting its own healing.
played that before.
Any species that will spray food with poison to stop other creatures from eating it and then go and eat it themselves.
How did a chemical meant to kill bugs end up in your food? And even worse, get labeled as a healthy choice.
Oh, say that again. What did he say?
Humans are the only species that will spray food with poison to stop other creatures from eating it and then go and eat it themselves.
And that's where idiocracy comes in, where the IQ of the people have fallen so far. We don't even think about what we're doing because it's always been done this way, right?
Oh man, that I
It's
don't.
always been done that way. Why would we change something now? It
My
works.
government loves me. I would. They wouldn't do anything to hurt me. Yeah, right.
How did a chemical meant to kill bugs end up in your food? And even worse, get labeled as a healthy choice. This chemical was discovered back in the 1970s. Scientists were developing a new insecticide, and I can't make this up. One lab assistant misunderstood the instructions of what they were working on to test the compound and did a taste test by mistake. Well, he didn't get harmed by it, and it turns out it was really sweet. Like 600 times sweeter than sugar. So with that feedback, instead of using it to kill pests, they thought they would patent it as a 0-calorie sweetener known as sucralose, which they eventually marketed as something you've probably heard of, Splenda. Today, sucralose is the fastest growing artificial sweetener. It's in protein powders, it's in energy drinks, it's in yogurts, it's even in a bunch of vitamins, which makes zero sense to me. It's sold as a healthy alternative to sugar, but new research has shown that this safe sugar alternative is anything than that. When your body processes sucralose, it forms a compound that can actually damage the DNA of your cells, potentially leading to serious chronic diseases. Not to mention, it doesn't even do what it's supposed to do. Several research studies have even shown that people using sucralose actually ate more calories, leading to more weight gain. So the next time that you reach for a sugar-free option, thinking that you're doing something good for your body, check the label, because that fake sugar might be doing more harm than you think. Sucralose. Avoid at all cost.
On a planet right now that is deeply degraded. We're using about 1.5 billion hectares for agriculture. We've already abandoned about 2 billion hectares because it's no longer productive. The whole Fertile Crescent where agriculture started, so much of those land areas are now desert. The actual tonnage of plant biomass on the planet has been reduced by 50%. We know that biodiversity numbers, 73% of all species are in decline. 10,000 years ago, 95% of all animal biomass was wild animals, 5% was humans and our domesticates. It's now 95% are humans and our domesticated species. 5% are wild. Marine fish biomass is down by 60 to 80%, much of that in the last 100 years. We're living on a planet that is operating at far less of its productive capacity. 50% is probably a realistic rounded number. In our park system in Boulder, we have 700 acres of parks. Average tree canopy on our parks is probably less than 15%. If we increase the tree canopy to in the neighborhood of 35 to 40% canopy, and we introduced a whole series of shrub layers and other forb and grass layers that are more synergistic together, we would probably increase the photosynthetic capture in that site by 70 or 80%, which is all basically in the service of creating more life. And then the other thing we would be doing is actually decreasing the amount of water we need, probably by about 2 or 3 million gallons a year to keep it alive. And we would have a whole lot more shade, water absorption, and biodiversity that we're going to need to have a landscape that's going to protect and shelter us from the extremes that we're living into.
Yeah, I can hear you.
We have been under a state of national emergency since December of 2017. Executive Order 13818. I have posted it on my timeline many times. Go read it. It means any government offices anywhere in the world, including the United States, that commits human right violations, meaning the unalienable right acknowledged and declared in the Constitution of the United States of America of 1776, recognizes the unalienable rights that every person owns. A government does not give that to them. Any government office that has violated human rights is closed, null, and void, and unenforceable. Ordered to stand down, lay down your weapons, and walk away. When you gonna get it, America? Read the fucking order! We have been under a state of national...
Gotta put that on a loop. Gotta put that on a loop.
That guy yelling.
So Byron Donalds is speaking about the importance of education right here. Right?
Our kids have to be prepared to hit the ground running on day one. And being able to master reading is at the core of that. Our state will refocus our efforts into that. We have seen what's occurred in the state of Mississippi. They call it the Mississippi Miracle. But when it comes to ed reform, Florida has led the way over the last 30 years. And we're going to continue to lead the way into the future. God bless you.
For education, Florida's going to lead the way, right?
Of the United States. Our kids have to be prepared to hit the ground running on day one. And being able to master reading is at the core of that.
And you got to be able to master reading. You got to master reading, right? And spelling, right? Nadine?
Uh-huh.
Do you think spelling's important and all that?
Uh-huh.
So why is his sign why is his sign misspelled?
Because he's in Florida.
That's crazy.
Can't make it up.
These people have to be actors to be able to stand there and do that, and without laughing, because I know I wouldn't be able to.
Our state will refocus our efforts into that.
The jokes write themselves, is that what they said?
Yeah.
Yeah, the jokes write themselves. At this point. Here is grandma right here. She's getting kicked out of a nursing home. I told y'all. What?
Nothing.
She's getting kicked out of a nursing home. I told y'all this was coming, right? Stuff like this was coming.
I'm getting kicked out of the nursing home. I just got this letter. It says you're getting kicked out if you don't stop the parties. You could read it. Parties are not allowed, and you cannot serve alcohol to other residents. Letter serves as a formal warning. I could do what I want. I pay $12,000 a month to live here. I could party if I wanna. My girlfriends are coming over tonight. We're gonna drink and gossip. It's not a party, but we do get rowdy. I can't help it. I love to party. You can't stop me. They are here. Love yous. I'm getting kicked out of the nursing home. I just
See, can't be partying in the nursing home.
Such bad girls.
love yous.
Bad girl.
Artie, you
She started using her pick to do her.
love yous.
What's funny?
Have y'all seen this one? Have you seen this trick, Nadine? This one right here.
Honey, I'm
Yes.
gonna show you a trick.
Okay, show me a trick.
See the penny?
I see the penny.
I'll put this bottle of water right on top of the penny.
Okay.
And then I'll put this over it.
Okay.
And when I say the magic words,
Yeah.
the penny's gonna go inside the bottle.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, let me see this happen.
Okay. I got the towel. Boogie boogie.
Boogity boogity.
Boogity boogity.
Boogity boogity.
Okay. And you look down in there and the penny's inside the bottle.
Oh!
That's not nice. Oh. Yeah. That wasn't nice at all, and I wouldn't be married to something like that. Holy crap. I mean, he obviously, I think he was in on it too. Like they're just those people, but no, you don't do that to somebody you love. You just messed up. People thinking jokes are funny when they're just not freaking funny.
Yeah, I guess
You're probably not gonna like this joke either.
Yeah, probably not. Let me bring
All right, here we go. That's probably. Hey, bud. Hold on.
I'm home. It's a long day.
The long day, go ahead. Water ball.
Come on, who's got it? Look at that. That's a 40 ounce. That's the big gulps.
so. You got one bigger than hers.
Oh.
I can't with you. I cannot.
Well, that's better than the water, right?
Yeah, that was funny. That was.
I mean, some people do walk around with them big ass 7-Eleven.
Well, hers was pretty good. What did she say?
Some
40
people got
ounces.
coffee.
That's huge.
I know a Master Chief used to carry around his coffee cup was that big.
The forks on her wall were huge.
Right.
They started out with problems.
Anyways, the name of the show is
Set your tune to June.
Set Your Tune in June, right?
Set your tune to June.
Right. I don't know if everyone else has been feeling like just getting active into something, right? Like gardening, doing your garden, or picking up a new hobby, or being artistic, right? That's what we should be doing. Find a craft or something.
Probably get stagnant.
Yeah, like you get stagnant, right? And you don't want to be stagnant. You want to be moving, and doing something different, right? While the gates open, do something different that you normally don't do.
Now's the time, because the portal coming up on June 21st, summer solstice, it's the time to set that into motion.
That's right. So if there's
Gracie,
something
stop.
you've been putting off, go ahead and do it. If you need to declutter your house or a closet, start doing it. You'll be amazed on how you get into it and you just start going, right? And you feel better. It makes you feel better. It's clean, it's decluttered, and does the
Yeah.
You'll be surprised on how well you do it.
Yeah. What do you think about this one, Nadine? When you forget you're over 30,
Yeah,
and you
that's
think
how
you
I
could,
feel.
and you think you can still move around, right? Jump around like you're 20.
Right? Like we started painting our kitchen cabinets, and yeah,
I used
my
to
back
always,
hurt so bad.
I used to always wonder why when I jumped out of the truck when I was 20, why the older guys just looked at me like
Right?
they weren't jealous. They were just like, yeah, you're gonna feel that later.
Yeah. Huh.
He died. He died. He died jumping out of the truck, didn't he?
He was floating.
He died jumping out of the truck. Didn't even know it.
Oh, as an older
Funny.
person.
This is when you, right. This is when you forget you're over 30. When you're like 40, 50, trying to jump out the back of a truck. Like you just don't land the same anymore.
He looked at himself like, dang, I messed up.
He's got his tape measure all hanging there.
Pencil in his ear.
Right.
Like, dang. Then he gets stuck up in the air. That's funny.
Was that no funny to you? That no funny?
Hi. Oh, yeah. No, I could just understand what he was saying. I guess I have to hit my funny bone today.
You got to hit your what?
My funny bone.
Hey,
It's
you
not
might
it.
Oh.
So.
And don't wait on anything from the government to get your life back on track, please. Don't. I saw these people on posts were saying, "Oh, the EBS is going to happen at the UFC thing and arrest and all this," and you stop, right? No,
Yeah.
you're not going to see it from them. There's things going on. I mean, people you see daily all these officials getting, well, not the top ones yet, but the lower ones that work for the government being either laid off or fired or getting charges against them daily, right?
Yeah.
So things are happening, but you're not going to see it like you want to see it. You're just not.
Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of disappointment going around.
Yeah, and think about it. They're still in your loosh.
Yeah.
All those people's loosh. They thought something, they probably watched the whole thing thinking something was going to happen and nothing.
Right.
Right?
Well, shit happens. They just can't see it.
And then it makes you all and it makes you feel like
They're watching the collapse of
and
Rome.
then they just go to the next thing, oh, it's going to be that, and they'll explain it away. I mean, how long are we going to do this? Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, not we.
I'm done with that ride.
I mean, how long is
Got off that road.
going to do that and set themselves up for failure, for a downfall, for a up hype and then down? That's the lowest, is when you're hyped up.
It's like a roller coaster ride.
And you get excited and then it doesn't happen.
Yeah, we were talking the other night about it. That it was with the RV. You go day by day, 2 weeks at a time. Oh, it's gonna happen Monday. Oh, it's gonna happen Friday. Oh, it's gonna happen. Oh yeah, it happened. Oh yeah, I heard of some guys that happened. It's like, yeah, who are these guys?
You know
Oh,
what?
you can't know because it's an NDA situation. Oh, okay. So it's
Well, how do you
First of
know?
all, if you have to sign an NDA, then you shouldn't even be a part of that.
right.
You should not have to ever sign. Don't sign anything. First of all, right? Like Mike used to say, if you're going to make a deal, you do it back in like you did back in the old days. You shake the guy's hand,
Yeah.
and your word is your word, and that's what they used to base your status is if you kept your word. That made you a good man, a reliable person, because you kept your word. But if you have to be secret, not that we're done with the secret crap.
Oh, you know what? I heard you were supposed to get all black clothes. You were going to be called. It could be any time, but it was going to be after dark. You were going to have to show up like 10 minutes before your appointment. Like there were so many
After
things.
dark.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was getting. That's how ridiculous. That's what I mean by it's day by day, 2 weeks at a time, 3 months at a time. Like it got to be ridiculous. Like you're being set up every day for a fall. One more
Right. I mean, if something good happens, then it will happen. But don't wait. Don't sit there and wait on it, because that's when it doesn't come. Right?
Yeah.
You got you have to put things into action to make something happen.
Oh no.
It doesn't just come to you and drop on your lap. That's not how this works. But there's just do the best things you can do, be the best person you can, start trying to find things to be creative. And you never know what can happen. If you just want to start a small business, get into some kind of craft, just do something.
You know what? Cleaning. I think starting with cleaning is really good. I've been doing that. Yeah, I've been doing that room by room and just getting rid of stuff, giving it away or whatever. And then that actually leads to more different things. It can lead to a craft or it can lead to different things. So
yeah, I mean, you never know until you try, right? And then, I mean, you can start with something simple, a craft that doesn't cost much money, right? And then if you see just think about what you did when you were little. Like if you were good at something and go back to that. If you were good at sewing or something grandma taught you or whatever. But keep yourself busy and don't get sucked into the show. Like we can cover stuff, you absorb it. I mean, observe it.
Absorb the shit out of it, all of it.
Watch it like you're watching it into another. That's another dimension that you're not in, right?
That's not for you,
right? And be happy because that stress, that blue stealing will make you sick, will make you depressed. Don't do that to yourself. It's not worth it.
it also people they like to give out advice, but they don't like to take it. So it's like, no, you shouldn't watch your TV. Don't watch the news. It's all bad. But then those same people are watching it to find out what's going to happen next, so they can explain it to the people that aren't supposed to be watching it because they told them not to watch it.
Watching it's not bad. I mean, you do need to know.
Well, if
what's
you're
going
watching
on
it like if you're watching it to get informed,
right,
then you're a dumbass.
Exactly. So watching TV is not bad. Technology is not bad. It's how you use it. Are you trying to point out the different things? Are you showing it? Not. It's how you're doing it. Is what it is. TV's not bad. We've been on it our whole lives.
How do you think we're doing the show?
Our phone's not bad. It's what we do with the phone. The phone can be bad. AI can be bad. TV can be bad. But if it's like that's yeah, like he said, if you're looking at the news like to be totally informed,
If you're thinking you're being
Or you're-
informed and you're not, you're
Right.
being
Are
propagandized.
you
Smith
using it to
Modernization
learn
Act, 2012.
are you using it to learn something? Are you trying to advance? I mean, there's tons of things like if you want to learn anything like how to bake something, how to do a garden, it's all on YouTube. There's things that you can sit there and watch somebody. You can see how you can repair your car now just watching a YouTube video, right? But yourself. So there's good things about it, and then there's things, like dumb stuff that has no meaning at all. You don't learn anything from it. Now that's bad because you're not getting nothing out of it. So you use it as a tool, right? There's a lot of good information people are putting out daily.
Yeah.
So just stay in a good mood. Stay in a good mood as much as you can. But don't let that eat you up, all this. And don't expect anything. That's the worst thing you can do.
All right. All right. See how the battery, whenever he held up that lens to the battery?
Yeah.
Watch this. Negative ions, positive ions. See that? The field, the torus field, just like the battery. It's like a tunnel. It goes in a circle. See that?
Yeah.
Each one of these is a cardinal point. All right. Spring, summer, winter, fall. 321, 621, 921, 1221. Your 4 seasons. Each little point, each gate, each door.
What's down there at the bottom? Is that damn? There's people in a circle, but what's that?
Oh,
By the doors.
looks like a big ass grasshopper.
Oh.
Or a praying mantis.
Oh, it does. Oh.
It's like a big ass praying mantis.
Tesla. Free energy.
There it is. Nice. That was in the Truman Show where the serious cannon fell from the. You think they had it figured out?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Can you imagine if this will probably happen with us.
Right? Now they said something about they took the capstone off. That's why you see on the dollar bill the capstone of the pyramid is above. It's not sitting down on the pyramid.
Right.
So they said when the capstone gets put back on, it changes the entire grid. Which makes sense because if it's like a energy, if it's conducting energy from the cap and they removed the cap, then it stopped the flow. And then maybe that's how they took over. I don't know.
So that picture's on the back of the Trump coin.
What?
With the cap being back on.
Oh, is it? Well,
No.
hey, there's that. Oh, I haven't seen the Trump coin. I don't even want to look at it.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's so digital, right?
Oh, I
How
know.
can you see it?
yeah, it's a
It's not. First off, it's not a
crypto.
coin.
Crypto.
That's the trickery of the words. That's how the magicians do it.
Right.
Yes. Guys,
should be
coin is
called
gold and silver,
zeros and one numbers on
not a
computer
digital
screen.
asset, not a digital number on the screen. That's not a
A
coin.
computer dollar.
Well, that looks like a lot of fun. I wouldn't do it, but that looks like a lot of fun.
Right? You should.
You could break so many things.
You should. Well, yeah, you could. You
This
could
is how
do a
you should
lot
be
of things
doing.
every day. You could hurt yourself, but you got to try something sometimes.
Yeah.
It does. Like I was scared to death to skydive, and when I did, it's a feeling like, wow, I can't believe I did that. It feel like it was an awesome feeling
This
because it was
that
something I
can't
would have
be
never
that,
did, and I did it.
that can't be that far off from skiing, actually.
Skiing.
Yeah, like now it's far off, but from before it was it looked like kind of how they would ski, I would think. I don't know. I don't do any of that kind of stuff.
Well, this is how I navigate the shit show. Just like this.
Yeah, stay centered.
That's it.
And balance.
Just
Balance yourself.
let it go and let it flow, baby.
That's right.
Don't worry about the things you cannot control. Worry about the things you can.
Right.
Don't worry about the things. Do the things you can.
Participate in your
In your
community.
own life.
If there's a data center coming up, participate in there. Find the online petitions in your community. There's one for everything. If it's the hemp, if it's this,
Follow your
it's
city
that.
council on Facebook.
Yeah, get on there, get involved. Go to your farmers market, check out those farmers market, ask them where the hell they're getting it. If they're getting it from a warehouse, then you need to let your own community know that. It needs to be from the people's gardens.
But it's not FDA approved.
Then you
That's
start your own. Don't go to these ones that are controlled.
And then you'll have the what is that, the health board or whatever come out and do an inspection.
Well, then you don't then don't sell it.
Just give it away.
Bartering.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And then they can't get involved. But you're not taking money for it. Right?
Right.
So barter it or give it away, whatever, however you want to do it. But don't have the fear, right? There's a lot of things that can be fair, but any day something could happen to you. Any day. So you can't live like that, right? Just we do what we best, get involved in something that moves you, that's in your community, that you don't want there or whatever it is, then get involved there. That's all we can do. We can't change the world. We can't change DC right now, right? But we can not participate in that stuff. And don't give it your energy. Like,
No, you're right.
If pharmaceutical companies cured you, they go bankrupt.
Yeah.
If banks helped you get out of debt, they'd collapse. If politicians actually solved all your problems, nobody would elect them again. If Tom kills Jerry, the show is over.
Yeah.
It's all a big show. Everything is fake and gay and staged. Everything's fake, gay, and staged. Oh, in other news, a B-52 crashed today at the Air Force Base in California, at Edwards Air Force Base. I don't know if anybody seen that, what that symbolizes.
Right? Is someone trying to get out of here?
No, it's B-52. Military
Oh.
crash.
No. Weird.
Yeah. Right. Yes. That was something. I don't know.
Where's
Keep
the
in mind,
park
these aren't
for that?
Legos. These are like huge ass fire trucks. So this is like a big ass runway.
Where I guess it blew to smithereens. I don't even see parts of it really.
We're told that this aircraft was a B-52 Strato Fortress. You're looking at the scene. We presume this to be the
That's
crash
a
site as
bomber.
we see kind of like a debris field, a fire field where it looks like there's some charred portions of this runway and the grass alongside it. And in fact, we're still seeing smoke rising from this scene. Very large response. I know we're zoomed out on this shot. Our news partners recently, as they were moving around, were giving a live report, and it looks like they're back at it. Let's listen into the chopper reporter right now.
To the public, we can tell you though, we're pretty sure that that's going to be runway 7 out here at Edwards Air Force Base in Kern County, and the firefight definitely still continuing out there. We watched as those 2 large fire trucks have been making their way into the impact and the burn area, closer and closer, putting out those hot spots. As far as the command post goes, that command post has grown a little bit, and also a positive sign, hopefully, and we see 3 ambulances now staging there on scene as well. That could be for the rescue workers, making sure that nobody gets injured while they're here, or possibility of somebody that needed rescuing from that crash. As far as we know right now, we have no information about any fatalities or who was on board that aircraft. Again, we did get confirmation from them about the B-52. We can show you what one looks like. We have a couple, one here at station at Edwards. That's another one waiting right there at the Air Force Base. But right now, this one that we're seeing on the runway, apparently issues on takeoff, and created a catastrophic event that where that aircraft crashed and was devastating to that aircraft. It's about the only way I can say it. But at any rate, they're still down there working, and of course, there's going to be a complete investigation on what happened. But right now, information very limited. Marlon?
There we go, B-52 crashed. That's it. Yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed the show.
And don't forget, we have the raffle still going on. Right. Want to purchase a ticket? Links are in the bio.
Oh, and beware of that cheap ass gas, right?
Yeah.
And you can click on your state, look for your towns near you. Like here's an example of, hey, for anyone that's not trying to fuck up their car with this E15 or whatever bullshit, there's a really cool website, puregas.org. I'm going to post a link here. And you can click on your state, look for your towns near you. Like here's an example of near where I live, Jacksonville.
That's it.
Yep.
Wanted to share that real quick because
and it will show you a list of all the gas stations that are not doing this E15 additive bullshit. So there you go. The more
puregas.org. No pun intended.
So if they're doing it, then they basically signed up with the bad guys to have us ruin cars and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
they
know, so we would know if somebody in our community like went the wrong way, then they would probably be selling that.
Their goal was to sell us all those electric cars, right? So, or they want the phase out the older cars, and that gas messes up older cars.
And you get
so
less,
they could sell you a newer one.
and you get less gas mileage, but it's cheaper. So it cancels itself out.
Yeah.
But you can just run moonshine in a 1929 two-bucket Ford.
Yeah.
Which is what that is, what they're putting in there. That ethanol comes from corn, right? All right. And that's it.
Please don't make this go on until 2030.
Oh, buckle up.
Go on until
Here's your sign.
until it will just
Trump
keep
helped.
going on. If you went, if, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At
Oh,
least,
next.
yeah, at least give people a fighting chance with the freaking food and the air, water, land. It's like it's just so stacked against people.
Yeah, it seems like it right now, right? But people got to get involved.
There
Really.
are good people that have been just sidetracked, coerced into bad stuff because of circumstance, and that's just not any fair, because everybody does whatever, you know. Not everybody goes full retard, but it's just people need to have a fighting chance because this is they totally captured every part of everything. So that's just not a cool way to freaking fight. It's really not.
Yeah, but I think we just have to voice our opinions, not consent to it, and we'll see something change. We will. But there's people that still haven't woken up to a lot of the facts. But things change. Things change when we don't consent to it. That's
Yeah,
just
and
it.
those are the ones that are gonna go buck wild. It's just gonna be it's on like Donkey Kong with that. Nobody's gonna be able to stop them because when you first wake up, you're you're seeing red. You're seeing fire.
Yep. But I mean, like, I don't have any fear. I'm not worried about it, and there's a reason why. Because I shouldn't be, right?
Right.
Right. Because I'm at peace. So I think we're not the ones that have to fear. I think the ones that did some really bad things, they're the ones that have to be in fear.
Yeah.
So that's all, y'all. That's all, folks.
Get the donkey out. Get security. Stop walking.
That's all, folks. Good night, everyone. Thank
Good
you
night,
for joining
everybody.
us. And thank you for all your support. We really do appreciate it. We wouldn't be able to do this without y'all. And I'm just saying how much we really do appreciate each and every one of you.
Love and light.
Love and light.
Two.
When Peter held the keys that day, the ancient trust was born. A servant of the servants, sworn to lead but never scorned. A keeper of the kingdom, charged to guard the holy will. Yet sovereignty of people stood above that calling still. 'Cause we are kings of our own kingdom, crowned before the world began. Given dominion by the hand of God, not granted by a man. No fiction made of paper, no decree of court or throne can strip the rights that heaven wrote in every heart and bone. Before the laws of merchants, before the courts of trade, the sovereign people walked the earth in freedom unafraid. Spires spoke in ancient times, no master do I see, but God alone who fashioned me and set my spirit free. But power grew in shadows where the crowns of Europe shone, and later and declared the Pope could cast down any throne. Depose the kings that solved their oaths and give their realms away. A feudal claim of mastery no shepherd's heart would say. We are kings of our own kingdom, standing tall in rightful place. Separate, equal, born with light that no crown can raised beyond its rightful span, a fiction born of paper trying to rise above the man. For creations of the mind can never claim the height of those who gave them breath. Yet we empowered them to rule us, gifting life to legal death. 2,000 years we trusted forms that cannot feel or bleed, and now they stand unfeeling, blind to every human need. An office has a tenant, but the fiction bears no blame, a mask that hides the actor and dissolves the weight of shame. The keys passed down through linus, then through centuries of heirs, each pushing power further than the call that Peter bears. For Jesus said, go feed my sheep, not rule them with a rod. A servant of the servants, not a tyrant under God. The people are the grunters, settlers of the trust divine, and when a trustee breaks the oath, the right to rule resigns. The sovereigns hold the title and the power to remove a faithless steward of the keys who strays from heaven's groove. So let the nations hear it, let the fictions understand. The people claim their birthright and the keys within their hand. By grace of God the sovereigns speak, their note is now proclaimed, a claim on every attribute the house of Peter named. The assets and derivatives, the symbols and the seal, return unto the people whom the Lord himself made real. For by the divine creator's word, the rightful heirs arise and lift the signet of his name before the watching skies. We are kings of our own kingdom, by eternal right we reign, with liberty our birthright and no need for earthly chain. A trust divine, a sacred sign, a truth no force can bend. Sovereignty is ours by God, beginning without end. Hey, 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 hey. So rise and claim your station, let your sovereign spirit sing. For every man and woman is a kingdom, hey! And a king in his name, the word